Every day is an adventure on the road for a truck driver. You never know what's just over that next hill. My adventure began in February 2002. I am Richard Goon, better known as the Truckin' Rooster, and this is my story. Welcome to the Tales from the Road.
Alright, welcome back everybody. Another Tales from the Road here. So, this one we're gonna kind of go back to the beginning again, to 2002. You know, when Nick and I, when we first hooked up as a team, you know, I had no intentions of being a team driver. I didn't want to, be a team driver. Didn't really care for it, but I was kind of in that transition to where I didn't want to be a team driver, but I was still kind of nervous because the training was so quick in the 3 weeks. You know, I was still nervous about being a solo driver. So, you know, met up with Nick. He had a little more experience in trucking. He had parents that were truck drivers, so he kind of grew up in it, and he did some work, with box trucks and stuff. So anyway, I got with him to get more comfortable before I set out on my own. But at the time that we finished training, his girlfriend was about, I'd say, 5 to 6 months pregnant with twins. So we pretty much knew that we had like a 3-month window there, and that he was going to go home, and when his twins were born, he was going to go home and, take a few weeks off, be with the babies and everything. So anyway, so we did our thing for about 3-4 months there, and so we started telling our dispatcher when it came time and we knew that the twins were coming. We started telling our dispatcher, Mike. We said, look, the baby, he's gonna be having his babies here any day, and so we need to, be looking for an option to, get him home and send me on my way as a solo driver. So so we're over in Missouri on I-44 one day. Mike calls us up. He's like, look, I know you guys been needing to get split up. We need to get Nick home. He's like, here's what I got. He's like, we got a driver who's over here, and he's in the hospital. So he's probably gonna be out for a few weeks. So, we're going to send you guys to recover the truck. And Rich, you keep the truck that you guys are in now. Nick, you pick up his truck, put your stuff in it, head back home to Ohio, take your time, and we'll have somebody else come get the truck from you, or have that guy. I think what they said, they were going to have Nick take the truck home, and then when this guy was ready, they were going to send him up just to get his truck back. So all his stuff would still be in the truck, and he'd just go pick up his truck. So they were kind of using it as a, convenience for the moment. It's like, well, we can use it to get Nick home, and then when this guy's ready, he'll go get his truck. So I think that's what ended up happening. But anyway, so they're like, but, we know the guy's in the hospital, but we can't get a hold of him right now. So we don't know exactly where he parked his truck. So he said, we got on the Qualcomm. We're going to print it out, and we need you to get to a fax machine. And we're going to send, we'll send you the map, and it'll show you, pinpoint where his truck is at. So, okay, so we pull off, and we got in that big Harley Davidson dealer that's over there off of 44. I think it's just north of Springfield somewhere. So we pull in there. I got a big parking lot. We pull in there, And he's like, can we use your fax machine? We need to get a fax from our company. You know, we're truck drivers. And they're like, yeah, no problem. So we get the fax number. So they send us this map. Anyways, you know, it looks like a MapQuest map. You know, it's like you would see on MapQuest at the little dot. You know, well. Now keep in mind at this point, pinpoint accuracy in GPS in the trucking industry had not really reached its prime, you might say. So, but you know, that's what they were convinced, and that's all they had to go on. So they're saying, this is where the truck is at. Go to this spot, you know. So they give us the zoomed in map, you know, this is exactly where it's at, and then the zoomed out map, you know, this is how you get there. So okay, so alright, we got the map. So we take off, you know, 53-foot trailer and all, and we're going back. And you know, we get off of 44 and we're, you know, following the map, got all this. So we get back on this road, and we're going back and back for a couple of miles back down. I mean, we're on a farm road, and I mean, there's just nothing out here but farms and woods. You know, so the road, you know, is just 2-lane road. We're going down, and I'm like looking. I said, look, I'm like, this is the spot, man, right here. This is the spot. There ain't nothing around here but fields. So, and then all of a sudden, you know, like the road just starts getting real twisty on us. You know, I'm like, dude, we gotta stop. I said, something ain't right here, man. This truck is not back here. If this guy's in the hospital, why would his truck be out in the middle of a farm, of a freaking farm? So I'm like, you know, so we got to this one point where the road just dropped down, and like it was just started looking like one of my War West Virginia videos, if you seen that, you know. I mean, I'm like, dude, we can't go down there. I don't know what's down there, but that's bad. Like, we gotta back up, or we gotta get turned around. You know, the only thing we do is back up, you know. I'm like, all right, look, so I get out, and I'm like, all right, I get out, and I'm walking back, and we're like a couple miles in. So I'm like, all right, I'll walk, you back up. So you know, we got people, we got an audience. I mean, there's people sitting out on their porch, everything, just standing out here watching us. And Nick's like, he's bagging up, you know, and I'm like back there like, come on, you know, turn it, everything, you know. So we got back, and you know, we got cars coming this way, going around us, cars coming this way, you know. Oh, it's a mess. I'm like, dude, we're never gonna get out of here. I don't know what the hell we're gonna do. So just keep backing up, man. You know, I don't know what else to do. So finally, he's back, and we back up quite a ways, and finally this guy comes, and he pulls up to the side of the truck. It stops in his, you know, car, and you know, he's like, what's going on? And you know, Nick, you know, he tells him, said, look, our company sent us down here to recover a truck that they said was here in this spot, and there's nothing down here, and so we need to get turned around. So, you know, he's like, look, he's like, just go back the way you were going, go forward. And he's like, I know it looks crazy, but go down that hill, you know, twist around, and there's a dirt lot down there that you guys can get in, and you can flip around. And we're like, are you sure? You know, you sure it's gonna fit? Or is it enough? Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, it's good. There's enough room. It's big lot. You can turn around in there. So all right. So we go down and, you know, do what he says, and down and around, and we go in there and pull in the lot. So we call Covenant at some point in this mess. I don't know if it was then or But anyway, we called him. We said, look, we're out here to the exact spot that you gave us, the pinpoint on the map, and this is the middle of the freaking sticks. I mean, there ain't nothing out here but farm fields and woods. That truck is not out here. I don't know where it's at, but it ain't here. Oh, man, they're like, all right, just hang tight. You know, so anyway, so we sit and this goes on, and they call us back, and they're like, all right, we got a hold of the driver. He said the truck is parked at this hospital, which is like, you know, 2 miles away from you guys. I'm like, no, really? Who would have thought? The guy's in the hospital. His truck's at the hospital. No way. So we go, and it's like, alright, so we get, you know, get the directions to where the hospital is. We pull up, we go out, back out, pull up to the hospital out in front, you know, with the trailer and everything. And, you know, I stop, Nick gets out, and there's the freaking bobtail sitting in the parking lot. So he goes in, gets the keys, everything, you know, and we get in this guy, you know, he gets in this guy's truck. This guy's got crap everywhere. I mean, it was just, it was a mess. But so Nick gets the keys, and so we go back to a truck stop, and you know, we're transferring. Nick gets all his stuff out of our truck, gets it in his truck and everything, gets ready to go, and you know, at that time, you know, sure enough, he gets the call, and his twins were just born that night. So worked out good, had perfect timing. So they got him a load back to Campbell's Soup, I think it was. He had to go to Napoleon, Ohio, and then on back home from there. And I went on my way. At this point, I was pretty, you know, after 3 months, you know, of team, I was pretty confident, and I was ready to go. So that was that, and I was on my way. Oh, yeah, thanks for watching, everybody, and we will see you next time.